black telephone on the desk starts to ring. Martin abandons his magazine and quickly lifts the receiver so that none of the children are awoken by the ringing, especially now that he's sitting at the desk with his fly undone. "Smeragard Children's Home," Martin says in a raspy voice and swallows to clear his throat. The fingers of his free hand urgently buckle up his belt, as if the caller has miraculous powers of perception. But there's no voice on the line, only steady breathing. "Hello?" Martin says. Now he hears a voice that seems to be humming something. It's a melancholy tune that sounds vaguely familiar. Damn it. Martin is filled with annoyance. Some prick has decided to make a prank call to the orphanage in the middle of the night. It's none of the children, of course, because there are only 2 functioning phones in the building, the one he's holding in his sweaty hand and the one behind Director Bowman's locked office door. Besides, none of the children have so much as gone to the bathroom since lights out. "Who is this?" Martin asks, on the verge of slamming the receiver down. But the soft melody hummed by the caller gives him pause. He hasn't heard it in decades, yet remembers it vividly. The birds fly back in the spring. The humming abruptly stops. Martin's hand clenches the plastic receiver against his cheek harder and harder. The mouthpiece smells of dried saliva. "Are you ready?" the voice says. It's soft and could belong to a woman or a man, or why not a girl or a boy. "Ready? For what?" Martin growls, but he can hear the fear in his voice. "Who is this?" For a moment, Martin hears nothing but steady breathing. "It's 2:00, the whispering voice then says. Martin instinctively glances at the clock on the wall. "What the hell is this?" "I'm waiting out here, in my blue coat. Come and get me," the voice says, then starts humming the same melody again. A few seconds later, the call ends in a mechanical click, and Martin can no longer hear anything but persistent beeps that ring in his ears, even after he has returned the phone to its cradle. He closes the desk drawer. If just a moment ago he was preoccupied with thoughts of a red-headed centerfold with seductive eyes, arched back and perky tits, thoughts of a very different nature have now insinuated their way into his mind. Shivers run down his spine as he allows his gaze to slide past the empty hall and closed doors, behind which the children are sleeping, or at least ought to be. It's 2:00, in my blue coat. Martin grits his teeth. It takes all the will he can muster to resist the urge to slam his fist into the desk, kick every door in this dump open, and order the children to line up in the hall. That's what the director would do. One of the children must be behind this, one way or another. A low-down trick? Low-down but devilishly creepy, he must admit. Whoever the little shit is, Martin is going to show them who's afraid of whom. He lowers his fingers to the phone. A minute passes, but nothing happens. The phone rests on the desk, as mute as if its cord has been pulled out of the wall. "I'm waiting." Martin mentally replays to himself the words he just heard and finds his arm hairs standing on end. The song the caller hummed has remained smoldering in his consciousness. "There's no way. It's impossible. Someone's just trying to scare me," Martin thinks. And they succeeded, goddammit. Even so, he has to check it out. Go down to the dock and have a look, because otherwise he won't be able to get it out of his head. The possibility that it was. Martin grabs the keys from the desk and stands, steps out of his cubicle. All the doors in the long corridor are closed, including the kitchen door at the far end. The only sound to break the silence is that of his heart hammering in his ears. His footfalls echo hollowly in the empty hallway. Martin glances to the side and steps onto the stairs.